If you had to boil it down to one word, what's your word for season 10 of Housewives?
Ooh, secrets. For a moment there, we were like, who's leaking all this stuff?
Hello, Garcelle. How are you doing in this very strange time?
I am hanging in there by a thread, I tell you.
Where
I'm okay. It's
You're okay?
tough. I mean, there are days that I'm like, this is good. I'm hanging out. I don't have any, real big responsibilities. And then there are other days I wake up and I'm like, I miss doing things, and seeing people and
Right, going out in the world.
Going out in the world. I just went to the market this morning and I was dressed like a ninja. I had gloves,
Just
I had
full
a
coverage.
scarf, I had glasses. It was ridiculous.
And in the middle of all this craziness, you're going to make your debut as a Real Housewife.
Talk about crazy. Oh my God, I don't know what I got myself into. It was really, we shot the season already, obviously, but
Right.
It was really fun and different. And, I've never been really around a group of women that just love drama. And I'm interested to see how I am portrayed, I think. Or what the women say behind my back in the confessionals. That's what I'm excited
That's
to
the
see.
thing.
That's the thing, because right now everybody's so nice.
Talk about fancy, this is how we roll.
Well, I got involved is, you have to be friends of one of the housewives. And I'm friends with not only Denise Richards, we've been friends for over 20 years, but also Lisa Rinna, who everybody knows Rinna, right? So Denise invited me to come to New York and come and meet the girls. And so we go to New York and it was just really, they're like rock stars. You know what I mean? Like we come out of the hotel and people are like taking pictures and, calling out for them. And that was really interesting to see that side of it. And then getting to know them little by little. And some I got along with right away and some not so much.
I want to say thank you to my new best friends. Some of them, not so much.
I clicked with Denise. Rinna, because I've known her, I feel like she's a little bit different on the show. So that will be developed as it goes on. Erica, I loved right away because I've been a fan of hers. I feel like her and I, we have similar personalities in terms of like we say it how we see it and we keep it moving, right? And I just love her and I think she's just a rock star. Sutton, I'm getting to know. She's kooky and fun. But since the show, I've gotten to know her a lot better and we have a lot of similarities, her being, a single mom and navigating, through those waters.
Yeah.
Who else? Kyle, I'm
Okay.
okay. Kyle, I'm still getting to know, let's say that.
All right. So then the only two people you didn't hit on would be Teddy.
Oh, Teddy's pregnant. You can't go after a pregnant woman.
And
But
Dorit.
but she's sweet. I think Teddy's sweet.
And then there's Dorit. What did you
And
think about
then there's
Dorit?
Dorit. Dorit is fire. Dorit I love, but also Dorit can push my buttons really quickly, which I was shocked to see because I thought I always had it, under control. But Dorit can say something and it totally gets me the wrong way. And I don't know what it is about her, but I don't know if it's because of the accent and the way she's saying it.
Just something doesn't click right.
Something. But yeah, I don't know what it is just yet. We're figuring it out.
Were you a fan of the show before? Did you watch it?
I did. I was a fan of the show. I was a fan of that one and also Atlanta because I have friends on Atlanta. So I just never thought I'd do reality. When they came to me, my managers were like, oh, we're going to pass on that. We're just telling you. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me think about it for a minute. And I was like, you know what? Why not switch it up? I feel like nowadays we're not boxed into doing one thing. You don't have to be just an actor or a writer. And so I thought, let's see what this world is all about. And boy, did I get an introduction.
Did you call any of your friends in Atlanta ahead of time to be like, what is the situation here? What do I need to know? What advice did you
I
get?
sure did. I couldn't tell anybody until it was announced. So when it was announced, I texted Cynthia and she was like, girl, I'm so excited for you. You're going to be great. And then I texted Nene and she was like, girl, they're all going to lie. They're going to cheat. They're going to stab you in the back. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
That sounds
And I always tell
right
my
from both of
kids,
them.
somebody else's experience is not yours. So wait and see. So I was like, I took Nene with a grain of salt, but you know, I know what I'm going into.
At the now having shot it all, whose advice was more in line with what you experienced? Was it loved it like Cynthia or beware like Nene?
Actually, a little bit of both. The thing that was shocking to me is that we could be me and the women could be laughing and having a good time. And then the next thing, they're throwing you under the bus. So that took a lot of getting used to. It's like, hey, you were just leaning on me, cracking up, right? And then you're like, oh, remember you said that about Lisa Rinna? And I'm like, oh, wow, okay, yes, I did say that.
You get some whiplash.
Exactly right.
We've obviously read a lot and heard a lot about what's going to go down this season, allegedly.
Denise, there is a side of you that is hidden.
Oh. She's not who she pretends to be.
I don't deserve this. That is a huge thing to say.
What could be that bad?
From what's out there, how truthful are the reports we've seen?
You know, I think a lot of it is truthful. For a moment there, we were like, who's leaking all this stuff? Because we felt like a lot of it was sort of factual or accurate. But I think, you know, you have to sort of go with the journey and see when we know what we know, if we ever actually really know the truth, you know? So it's interesting how it all develops and how it all shakes out. And I'm Team Denise. I mean, I still don't know the truth. We still don't know. I think we will know as time goes on, and hopefully Denise will spill the beans. But I want to believe her. I mean, she's been my friend for over 20 years. So to me, taking Brandy's side over hers wouldn't be a friend. That's not what friends are for. I mean, she's my friend. I'm going to stick by her and, you know, and see how it shakes out. Listen, that girl's been through a lot. She's been through a lot, and she always takes the higher ground. I'm always like, Denise, speak up for yourself. And she's like, no, it's okay. And I'm like, girl. So she has been through a lot. And so you know, she'll be fine. She'll be good. But they're coming for her.
They're coming for her.
They're coming for her.
But I think she took a step back, and she's going to come right back. She'll have some confessionals to watch, for sure.
I think so, too. And I think the reunion will be filled with chock full of drama.
Oh, I'm sure. I want to ask about another line you say in the trailer.
For me, that is some white people stuff.
What were you referring to?
I was referring to something that develops that I find out when we go to Erica's party, the astrology party. First of all, you know, the astrology party was really fun and we got to know a lot. But I found out something that Kyle and Teddy did, and I was like, white people stuff.
Life is an audition, and honey, I am getting that part.
I mean, you are making history as the first Black woman to join the cast of Beverly Hills. What does that mean to you?
You know, it's so funny that it's such a big deal. And I think the fact that it's a big deal is because there hasn't been one. So the fact that it's me, I'm thrilled, I'm excited. I think, you know, I bring my flavor, you know, to the show. And I think, you know, it's about time.
How would you describe yourself as a housewife? Like, what are we going to see from you?
Oh, God, that's a very good one. I think I hold my own. I hold my own. I say it like I see it. And I'm a lot of fun.
When your casting was announced, an old story about an email went around. And I just want to know if that's the energy you brought to the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is a housewife.
Yes, let's just say I am bringing that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't, wrong's wrong. And, sometimes you got to make it right,
Yeah.
even if it's in the wrong way.
Sometimes a wrong can correct a wrong.
Yes,
not always.
absolutely.
Overall, what surprised you the most about this experience?
How the fans react to the show, it's unbelievable. I mean, I was saying to a friend of mine the other day, I've been in the industry over 20 years. I've done some really cool stuff. And the announcement of Housewives was the biggest thing ever. And I'm just surprised that people are so interested and invested, and they're picking teams, and they're already like, Twitter's like, do we stand with Garcelle? And it's, I think the energy that the Housewives get is really surprising. It's really cool.
If you had to boil the whole season down to one word, what's your word for season 10 of Housewives?
Ooh, secrets.
Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
What are you most excited for the fans to experience?
I think seeing another side of me. I think, even though I've been an open book in terms of my life, but never really to this extent where I have cameras in my house, cameras in my car, my kids, my ex, I think people will get to see me, besides the glamour and all that stuff. I'm just, a regular girl with a big dream.
Well, I don't think everybody knows that you are from Haiti and immigrated to the US, and there's that whole story to tell too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I came at the age of 7, didn't speak a word of English, learned English, watching Sesame Street. I'm living the American dream, honestly.
Is there anything on the flip side of that you're dreading viewers seeing?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think, revisiting my divorce is not something that I really am looking forward to drudging up. And I had to have the conversation with my kids to sort of tell them that, things are going to come out, about our divorce. And Mike and I have done such a great job to get to where we co-parent so beautifully that I just hope that doesn't change anything for us. Because that's really, my family's really important to me. Whether we're married or not, we're still family.
Well,
yeah.
I'm excited to see more of you. I hope they send you that first episode soon, because it's chef's kiss emoji.
Do you really like it? I can't wait.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Oh,
It's-
that's awesome.
So I had chills, and I had to watch it like 3 times because I was like, I got to pay attention to everything that's happening here.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's great. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it. I can't wait.